What goes on at the home inspection? Hey everybody, it's Brian over at Showcase Agency. When you buy a home, a lot of buyers get a home inspection. We recommend one all the time. So what happens at the home inspection? One thing the inspector is going to check out is the electrical panel. So that's the box where all the electrical wiring for the house runs to the circuit breakers. So the inspector is going to check that out. We actually went on site with our buyers, Ricky and Anna. They're in contract on the house that you're about to see. And you are hearing from their inspector, Shiloh, as he goes over what he's found about the electrical panel, and he covers that with Ricky and Anna, and then also Karen's there on the scene too. So check this video out, let us know what you think.
And then your electrical panel. So a couple things with the electrical panel, and again, I've got 6 kids myself, so I'm big on kid safety here, is when you open up the cover there should be a secondary cover in that panel, okay? So you have an outer facing cover, and then when you open it, I shouldn't see any live wires. And again, that's for kids so they don't stare, and adults too, because I've had to slap a few hands away from panels over the years. But we don't want anybody touching in there because that's high voltage electricity in there, and that's going to give you more than a tickle. Also, once you put a panel cover in there, you want to label them out so you know what everything turns on and off, so you don't have to do the old, is it off yet? You know, it just makes things easier. Yeah. And then lastly, this is going to let you know that you do have an older panel. It's considered functional, but it's obsolete. You have what's called a Bulldog pushmatic panel. So your breakers, they don't toggle on like switches. They actually push them on and off. Now this company is no longer in business, and they don't manufacture these parts in the States, so you have to order them from overseas, which does make them a little bit more expensive at times. But most electricians, if they come out here and they see your panel, they're going to recommend an update, okay? Does it mean you have to? Not necessarily. I see these panels all the way, but everything has a life expectancy, and service panels are usually 40 to 50 years, and you know, we're definitely at that point with these. Really the main posing the safety hazard with these is you see this breaker that says off? It's actually on right now, okay? So those buttons, when you push them, sometimes the toggle between off and on is broken, so it can give you a false reading there, okay? And most contractors, electricians, people who know what they're doing are gonna test that before they actually start working on it. But yeah, it might not, you might not be able to tell if it's off or on that.
Hey, it's Brian at Showcase Agency. If you're gonna buy a home and you're thinking, man, I'm taking out this giant loan and making this huge commitment, and I just want to go with my best option, then we've got 2 great offers for you. The first is the Beginner's Guide to First-Time Home Buying. If you're going to buy your first home, it takes 9 steps. 9 steps to go from renting to owning. This comprehensive guide covers all 9 steps in detail. You can download it for free at showcasefreeguide.com. The second offer is a discovery call with me or Karen. Either of us can answer every question you have about buying your first home, and we can direct you to additional resources we're sure you'll find helpful. There's no pressure, no sales pitch, there's no obligation or hassle. You can sign up at showcasecall.com. And just because it's another 6 months or a year before you're ready to buy, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be thinking about it now and planning ahead. Pick up our free guide for first-time homebuyers at showcasefreeguide.com and schedule a discovery call so we can go over your plans and timeline together. We can answer all of your questions, and we'll send you links to additional resources you'll find helpful. Go to showcasecall.com.